Hey, I'm Herald sportswriter Manny Navarro. This is Andre C. Fernandez, and we're back with the Gridiron Report. Football season right around the corner. As you can see, we're inside Gulliver Prep's locker room. Dre, how excited are you about football season, man?
Can't wait, man. I mean, the Raider just standing right there. It looks like it's going to attack already. It's ready to go. It's itching to go. I know we're itching to go. Let's start these games already.
All right, well, look, our top 20 preseason poll has been set. Andre and I have put our two minds together to try to figure out who needs to be ranked, who needs to be just on the edge. And Andre, why don't we just talk about the teams on the edge before we go down the poll, 20 through number 1. Who do you see on the outside looking in?
Well, there's teams like Norland that struggled last year to a 3-7 record. You know, they're trying to get things going again, back together. I know they lost a couple of key players there right at the end before the season's about to start. But they're challenging themselves this season. They're starting in Georgia as part of that 3-team classic up there. They're going to take on teams like Northwestern, Central. I mean, you name it, this schedule is so tough for them. But I see them bouncing back a little bit this season. I'm not sure yet about the playoffs because we know they're in the toughest district in the state with a team like Central and Carroll City, teams like that. But I think Daryl Heidelberg's team is is ready to have maybe a winning season again, at least a 500 team, something respectable again that's more reminiscent of Northern football.
Some of the other teams we came up with as the under consideration category: Dillard, Cypress Bay, Cardinal Gibbons, Northwestern, and Southwest. Of course, Northwestern, new football coach Eddie Rabbit Brown. I went down and spoke to him a couple of weeks ago. The Bulls trying to get back on track. They've missed the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get back on track and make it.
North Miami, too. Another team I know we mentioned, that we talked about that. It's another one that's going to be right there on the cusp of getting there. 9-1 last year, won the district, and looks like they have a good chance to do the same thing this year.
All right, let's go down 20 to number 16. I'm going to read them off to you real simple. Blanche Ely, brand new coach. Nakia Jenkins takes over. They're defending district champions up there in 14-7A. Tigers have some tremendous weapons at the wide receiver position. Kid who's committed to University of Miami and Gautier. I think they're a pretty good team. Number 19, Coconut Creek. This is a team I got a chance to see last year. Dre, what do you think about the Coconut Creek's team?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of firepower on that team. You look at them, and they're probably the breakout team of the year in either county. I mean, a team that really, you look at their division right now, they've got Hallandale there, a very good Boynton Beach squad. Dillard's obviously always good. But I think they have a chance to contend with the leadership there and possibly get a playoff spot just because of the weapons that they have on offense especially.
All right, number 18, South Dade, the defending 8A state champions. We got a chance to see them in Orlando. So much of that team graduated, though. Tyree Brady has been able to follow him down at the University of Miami now. J.J. Wharton's, I think, up at Florida. A lot of guys
CJ.
off that team. C.J. Wharton, sorry.
They're both good.
They're both good, right. Either way, they're both gone, and South Dade is kind of starting over. Who's taking over there for South Dade?
Well, I mean, the biggest name you got to look at is Johnny Hankins in the backfield. He's had a tremendous career. This kid, last year, he had a 1,000-yard season, but he wasn't really the focal point of the offense because we know, obviously, like you said, the passing game, Khalil Render throwing 41 touchdowns. This year, they're going to have to devote more to the ground game until that passing game comes along and the youngsters step up. I think the big question mark for them is how the offensive line gels. Completely new line. Those guys have to come together because if not, they're not going to be able to accomplish anything on offense. And then obviously on defense, similar problems. If up front comes together, they'll be successful. But they have a good core of kids coming up from the JV that should, bolster that program, keep them on top.
All right, 2 more Broward teams check in at number 17, Deerfield Beach. Went 10-0 in the regular season, then ran into Miramar, who looked like they were on their way to the state title before they got upset the following week. And then number 16, Plantation, Steve Davis's team, just had a player, Ryan Shazier, taken in the first round of the NFL draft by the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know he had a big game this past weekend. I think 9 tackles and interception in the first half. So Shazier making Broward County proud. All right, that rounds out 16 to